All right, guys, welcome back to Rome Reviews. I'm Rome, and I'm back with the Huawei Mate 70 Air. And boy, do I have a love-hate relationship with this phone. It's driving me crazy. But I'm about to explain why, all right? Let's get into it. All right, so first things first, I hope that this thing is showing up well for you guys. Let me see if I can turn up the brightness just a little bit. All right, yeah, that should be about right for you guys. Yep. Okay, so getting into why this phone is driving me crazy. And I'll talk about the things that I'm loving about it so far, and then I'll explain why it's driving me crazy. All right. Then I just want to paint the full picture. So, first thing first, this is my favorite design of a slab phone, and I've used a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them. This is my favorite design by far, mainly because the display is so ridiculously large. It is a 7-inch display and it's wider than your average slab phone. And I love that. I love it so much. It calls to me. The software is really, really good. If only I could get it to work with the Google apps natively. And here's what I mean by that. So any of these apps that you install from Google has to be installed by Easy Abroad or Easy Offshore, whatever the app is called. It's in Chinese, but I've seen it called a couple different things. But the one that I'll go with for this video is Easy Abroad. And it's this airplane app here. And you'll see the little icon in it. So what happens is when you install apps, they all go into this Easy Abroad folder. If you move it out of that folder, it'll put a little icon there showing you that it's passing through that app to verify you in Google and the Play Store to use it to verify you. So the apps are installed on the phone, but the phone does not recognize the apps as if they are native apps. And here's what I mean by that. Say, for example, I want to set Google Messages as my default app just to take advantage of the full RCS feature set. I can't do that because it doesn't recognize this app as an app that's installed on the device. So when I go into settings, if I were to go into, let's go up to search and do default app. Let's see, do default browser. See, Google Chrome does not show up here because it's not fully installed on the device. And I absolutely have that set up. It's working. It recognizes my account, everything. So they partially work on the device, which is what's driving me crazy because I would love to have Google Messages set as my default app so I can use all the RCS features. What else? Yeah, other than that, the apps work really well. So YouTube is another one. Works really, really well. But if I look up, and I'm just going to do this just to be as transparent as I could possibly be. So let's do 4K Ultra HD video. So I'm going to click on it. We know for a fact that these are 4K videos. Let me turn the audio down so it doesn't blur down to the video. So this is a 4K video. Look here, it auto defaulted to 1080p, and that's going to be the highest you can get because it's not native to the device. It doesn't see what the device is capable of showing you. So it's going to give you the highest that it can give you without knowing that information is 1080p 60. And we know for a fact that that's a 4K video, 8K even. So yeah, it just does not work. It doesn't behave because it's not able to pull that information from the device. So that's what drives me crazy. But the apps do work once you have them installed. But back to what I was telling you before. So I'm going to spend this part of the video explaining how I got this to work. I watched a ton of videos. It was driving me crazy the first day with this phone. But you're going to need a Huawei account. I'm going to show you as much as I can without having to blur out stuff. So you see, I'm logged in to my Huawei account. If you try to set this account up on your phone, it will not let you. It will not let you. You have to use the browser. And then you can register. And I recommend registering with your email address as opposed to a phone number or anything like that, because it doesn't recognize the US as one of the countries that it's allowed to be used in. So register with your email, set that account up. I recommend using your computer. I even recommend using your computer to set up that Huawei account before you even get the device and go through the initial configuration. That way, the app will recognize the app store, the app gallery, whatever it's called on here. Yeah, the app gallery will recognize your account, and that way you can go in, and from there, what you would do is just search for any Google app. So I would just type in Google and hit search, and it's going to bring up these apps. What you could just trigger install on one of them, and what it'll do is it'll prompt you to say, hey, you have to install Easy Abroad first. I forgot what I was calling it for this video. Easy Abroad first, and you just click OK. And it's going to be the button highlighted. It's going to be in Chinese. Don't sweat it. It's going to be the button on the right side of the options that it gives you. Just click it, install it, but it will only allow you to install it if you're logged into your Huawei account on the phone. Once you install it, then you're good to go. You can install a ton of the Google apps. There are certain ones that are missing. Let me see. I have Netflix. I have Prime Video. There were just some that were missing that I was looking for earlier. And just be aware of that. And it's going to dump them all into this Easy Abroad folder. And then you have to move them out and organize them how you want to organize them. But once again, after that's set up, and that's the only way I've been able to find. I have a few. Let me go to the native browser because I like to show everybody everything just so I'm being as transparent as I possibly can be. So I'm going to go in. I'm not going to try that now. Whatever that is, whatever. Go out. Let's go out of that. All right. So I'm going to click over into me. And I'm going to go into downloads. And you can see all these APKs I was downloading. It was blocking every single one. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try one. I just want to show you guys. This is the micro G companion. I tried the micro G route. I tried everything. It blocks everything. So it's going to do some checking the application. And then it says can install. This app is not supported by Droid Tong. Yeah, it will not let you install those. And all of those videos that I was able to find online, they were for different versions of Huawei's OS that you're using on the device. Mine is Harmony OS, but there's a Harmony OS Next. There's a EMUI, and none of them really captured my experience that I was going through. So this is the easiest way I found to go through installing these apps on this device, and it works. It works really well. All of the apps seem to behave really nicely, and the software is just really smooth. That's why I'm so angry with it, because this is my favorite phone by far, my favorite phone design. And on top of that, I'll talk about the cameras a little bit. The only thing you really need to know is that you have a 50 megapixel main sensor. Long story short, great pictures come out of here. Great videos are recorded. I mean, like, they are really clear. I mean, especially for this phone to be so thin, and, you know, they have to squeeze such large sensors into this device. And for the camera module itself to not protrude insanely far from the device. So the videos are great. The audio is great. I've made calls on this device and so on and so forth. And I record my son. I trust that the device is going to capture what I'm looking at. And in typical Huawei fashion, the photos come out really, really nicely. So kudos. The ultra wide is a super small 8 megapixel. The front camera is like a 12 megapixel. It's just all of the other sensors outside of the main sensor is insanely small. Now I know that the Air devices like Honor and some of the others, they've come a long way. They have these incredible sensors in them. They are all large. They're a large count megapixel. So I understand the shortcomings of this device, but this is by far my favorite device. And am so annoyed that I can't natively install these apps on here, and I get it. It's not Huawei's fault by any means. I'm not blaming them. They're banned here in the U.S., so they just can't directly access these apps on here. So I can't set them as default. It's just one of the shortcomings of this phone, and it's a major shortcoming. But WhatsApp does work. I won't, like I said, once again, I won't open that particular app because I don't want to blur things. But everything just flows really nicely on here. Just everything. Look, I need to learn my Spanish. Everything works really well, even with their Kirin chipset that they have on here. That people say, oh, it's a generation or two behind the Snapdragon. It works really, really well. Now, to be fair, I haven't gamed on this device or anything like that. So, take that how you want. But the battery is incredible. Performance is nice. Let me go down to battery. Let me come out of here. Go down to battery. I did charge it. So, but I have 5 hours of screen on time. And what am I on? 81. I am on 81% on this battery. This battery is going to last me all day, and I could use, I've used and abused this battery on this phone with this big ridiculous screen on it. Let me find another device. I want to compare it because I want to show you guys this screen is huge. Let me clear some stuff off of my other phones. All right. So look at that. So it is just as tall as your typical slab, but look, you can see them side by side. The Huawei is easily wider. Let me put that here so you can see it. And I have a case on my Honor, and it's still not as wide as as the Huawei. I love this phone so much. I really do. I genuinely love this phone. But yes, the screen is bright, brilliant. And like I said, the apps work extremely well. It just like my Google Photos app. I can't upload or back up my photos from the device to my Google Photos app because it doesn't recognize. They don't see each other. They're unable to talk to each other. It's so weird, and I hate it. I hate it. But the device works so well. So yeah, that's why I'm not gonna drag it out. I love this device. Now, if you guys want me to, if enough people say so, because my last Huawei video didn't get a lot of views, I just want to do a follow up. If enough people come in and say it, I will wipe the device and go through the actual setup with you guys. And so you can see how it looks, like give you some visuals with it. But it's really straightforward. As long as you're logged into your Huawei account on your device, you can go into the app gallery, just install any Google app, and it'll work. It will ask you for your Google credentials, and it'll save those, and it'll use those credentials to verify you across the Google suite, and you'll be good to go. It's pretty straightforward. But like I said, if enough people ask for it, I will wipe the device, and I will go through the setup process on camera. But anyway, really appreciate you guys tuning in to this one. I got some good stuff coming in the future. It's finally released from customs. My Vivo X300 Ultra with the photography kit and everything is finally released. I should receive it on Monday. As soon as I get it in hand, I'll do the unboxing and first thoughts and just talk about it because I've been waiting on this thing forever. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Feel free to like and subscribe. All of it goes a long way so I can continue bringing you guys these videos. And I'll catch you in the next one. Later.